Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm here today to go ahead and show you guys how I'm going to set up for the month of July in my Erin Condren monthly deluxe planner. And with that, this is what I intend to use in today's kit. So we have a customized sheet of the pineapple print, these gold foiled headers that I'm going to use for July. This is one of her new prints from the Old Joy collection that I'm going to use for my expense tracker. And of course my usual income stickers that I'm going to use to mark my paydays. Then I have my my bills for this month. If they look kind of odd, that's because I ran out of black ink, so they look a little different. But these are my Happy Mail and auto saving stickers, and also the labels that I'll use on my budget page. Overall, not bad. And I do plan to incorporate some of the stickers from the sticker books by Erin Condren. So I'm going to begin with the usual and do my monthly calendar view first. What you'll notice is that I have a lot more bills for the month of July. In June, well, not June, well, yeah, like the beginning of June, late May, I purchased a different car that pretty much took away all my savings. So I have some added bills for that, being for the insurance that I'm doing through Geico, and with Geico I also got like renters and ID protection. I definitely invested in some ID protection. If you were watching, I believe it was one of my cash envelope videos for June when my bank account got hacked, so I don't take ID fraud lightly anymore. And right now I'm just going in and showing the close-up of me writing in my bill names. As usual, I don't volunteer any real numbers. This is not to show you how I actually budget, like my actual numbers. This is just to show you how I set up. So now I'm going to move into my budget page using this pineapple print. This was customized, at least the background colors were customized with red because I wanted to look like pineapple fruit punch. And I'm just going ahead and setting it up my usual way. This time for income, I'm going ahead and doing it paycheck by paycheck, since I'm not really a month ahead. I'm like just barely a couple $100s ahead. So I'm just going ahead and kind of going back to paycheck to paycheck. My goal is to get back to that 1 month ahead, but you know, that'll come in time. And I'm just going ahead and setting it up how I usually do it. I didn't really change anything from last month to this month, other than the fact that I'm also using the Erin Condren dual tip markers to add a little more fun and a little more color to this spread. I you know, since I've started budgeting, I kind of got down with the fact that I had to end up using like pretty much everything I saved for to get the car. But you know, one thing I had to realize is that, you know, what if I hadn't been in a position where I could just pay for it, you know, all hands down? You know, I would have had to take out a loan, and that would have been even more depressing. So I'm trying not to be too down on myself with the fact that I set myself back so much, and that I'm no longer 1 month ahead, because in a way doing this budget did prepare me for that. I knew eventually this was something I was going to do. I would have liked to been a little more prepared for it, but you know, things happen. And you know, let's just be grateful I didn't have to use credit, or I didn't have to like take out a loan or anything like that. So with that, it really kind of made me think about, you know, my overall goal. And I say all this to say I really want to start saving for a house. Like, I really, I don't feel like this was connected to what I was saying in any kind of way, but just to get to the point, I really want to start being more serious about saving up for a down payment and saving up for a home. I don't know like what the overall end result will be, if I'm going to be one of those people who just try to do a starter home, if I'm looking for a fairly forever home or something like that. But I do want to be more serious about that. Now, which brings me to my next point. If you guys have been following my budget videos, then you'll know that I have a terrible, terrible relationship with eating out. So I'm kind of trying to devise a way to help me stop eating out so much, but also help me proactively save for my house fund. So this is something that I tried for like the last week of July. Well, I'll go ahead and say that this is the up close for July. Look how fruity and tropical that looks. But what I was saying is that for the last week of June, I kind of challenged myself. Basically, every time I thought about eating out, and I had a really strong urge to eat out, but I chose not to, I made myself transfer what I would have spent that day to my online savings account for my house. And just in 1 week, I literally saved about $50. And also, it was kind of like a realization because I quote unquote didn't have enough money to cover up a couple of other expenses that came up. Technically I do have the money, but it's in my online savings account, so you have to wait like 2 to 3 business days for it to come back. But it really helped me realize how bad this habit is. Just because you have extra, just because it seems like it's just extra sitting around, that's extra that can go to something else way more useful than giving your money away to other establishments. I'll tell you another thing that's really helping me stay away from eating out: customer service. For the past couple of weeks, I've been running into some of the snobbiest, most arrogant, most terrible, ignorant individuals that are being hired at all these restaurants. I mean, they just I'm one of those people where even if I really want something, if the customer service is terrible and if I feel like I'm being treated just I'm being dogged out pretty much, you won't get my money. I don't care how much I need it. I will go online and see if I can find it. I will go to another store even if it's 5, 10, 20 minutes away. I take customer service very seriously. And when I feel like I'm being outright disrespected, I don't feel the need to support a company like that. And if nothing else, that has truly driven me to keep my money as opposed to giving it away to these different fast food establishments. And it's really helped me bulk up my savings fund. So I'm trying to figure out ways to take that more seriously, as well as saving up for a house. Some other things I wanted to note is the new Erin Condren monthly deluxe planners have been launched. I think they've been out for a week now that I'm recording. And I don't like it. Okay, let me rephrase it. It's not that I feel like the new design is terrible. Actually, I think the new design is really nice. But the reason why I can't get behind it is because it's $40. It's $40, and I just can't understand why the price went up for her taking away everything that made the monthly deluxe unique. If it was like $25 to $30, yeah, I would get it, but I don't have a lot of credits built up on my account. I don't, you know, I personally, I can't see myself putting down $42 for basically a lined notebook. And I understand what everybody is saying about it being more flexible and you're not tied to it, but I'm paying a company pretty much close to $50 to make something for me. You mean to tell me, that you can't find flexibility somewhere else? I have a $13 bullet journal that has pretty thick pages that I can be as flexible as I desire. I can use it any way I want to. Personally, I feel like if I'm giving $50 to a company, I want something from them that stands out. And while I do love the overall quality of Erin Condren, y'all know that notebook is not worth no $38 to $42. I'm sorry. I would like to get it, but that would have to go on sale, or I would have to build up my credits. There is no way I'm forking over a full $42 for no lined notebook. And this is going to be my close-up for the 5 boxes. I'm really gonna miss those this year. I mean next year. I kind of thought about trying to recreate like my own hodgepodge of a monthly deluxe planner. I mean, because the templates are pretty easy to recreate, but I don't want to have to do that. So I'm still contemplating on how I'm going to budget for next year. I mean, overall, this won't stop me from budgeting, because as I've learned this year, this is very important. So I can't stop doing this no matter what. But you know, decorating it and making it pretty and doing all these wonderful themes for you guys, it's a lot of fun for me. It's a lot of fun. And honestly, since I've taken this on and started my bullet journal, it's really helping me improve my art style. You know, I feel like I'm improving in my art, and for me, it's doing a lot more than just sitting here drawing every month. So if I don't get the one for, you know, the new year, I'm gonna have to say goodbye. Which leads me to another point about the future of my channel. Like, I'm wondering where it's gonna go. I'm wondering, like, what kind of videos should I start producing besides my usual bullet journal setup and my, you know, budget video setup. I kind of want to start doing more things, and I would really like to hear from you guys what you would like to see. Would you like to see like draw with me's, or like, I don't know, story time draw with me's, or tutorials? Do you want more tutorials? I mean, I need some ideas. I would like some ideas, and I would really like to hear suggestions from you all, because the purpose of this channel is for you all. I can clearly just sit at home and draw to my heart's desire without having to film this, but the reason of me doing my YouTube channel is because I wanted to be able to create a community with you guys. So, you know, I'm open to suggestions, open to feedback, as I say all the time. You know, just go ahead and leave a comment below if that's what you desire. But yeah, I feel like I've just been talking through this whole video, and you guys let me know if you like chattier videos. I feel like I'm getting more chattier in my videos, and I'm not sure if you guys are liking that. So so right now I'm just going ahead and doing my sinking funds, my top 3 and my this month for this page. I forgot to tell you guys what this page was all about. I was trying to draw a Jeep Wrangler. I drew that. I used a reference for that Jeep Wrangler because I love Jeeps. You know, when I think of like the summer and I think of going to the beach, the first thing I think about for some reason is just a Jeep. I don't know why I always think of Jeep and beach. Kind of sounds the same. You know, but I love Jeeps. I love Jeeps. I think I learned how to drive my first car in a Jeep, in a very broken down Jeep. We called that Jeep Old Faithful, and I mean, it was a very hazardous car to be driving in, let alone learning how to drive in. But you know, you learn how to drive in tough situations, and makes you a better driver. At least, you know, that's what I think. But right now I'm just using my Prisma colored softcore coloring pencils, the Premier softcore coloring pencils, to do the coloring for this wonderful Jeep Wrangler. I'm literally using 3 coloring pencils, which is black, silver, and it was some kind of blue. It was some kind of blue. So those were the 3 colors that I used to color in the Jeep, and then the sand I used like 4 different browns. But I mean, like, just looking at this, like, this is stuff that I wouldn't normally just sit down and draw in my regular everyday life. I could easily just sit here and say like, oh, I don't have time to do that, which I don't. I don't have time to do that. But the reason why I love having this YouTube channel is because I kind of have a reason to do it. You guys want to see my content, and I know, you know, like I always say, I'm not obligated to do this kind of stuff for you, but I like kind of being held accountable for this because, you know, since I've really started like drawing heavy, especially in my bullet journal, I can just feel my art style really coming through, and I feel like I'm kind of figuring out, you know, what my style is. And not only figuring out what my style is, but I feel like I'm getting better at drawing it. You know, you only get better with things when you practice, when you sit down and do it, when you take the time to actually progress. And, you know, I just feel like there wasn't a reason to do that before I started YouTube. And, you know, now there is. And, you know, I'm glad this is something that you guys enjoy. This is something that you find entertaining. I know it's not like any other average budget video, but that's why I always call it a budget set up. You know, but because I like to entertain you guys. I like to bring you my newest idea for the month. Which also I would like to say, you know, if you guys want to get more involved and give me suggestions, you know, oh, wait, before I get into that, I wanted to show you guys, this was one of the newest sticker kits that I got. Look at that. So apparently Erin Condren has found some new sticker paper because her sticker sheets used to be removable, and no, they are not anymore. I don't know if it was just that sticker sheet. This is one of the newer ones that I've used, that I recently purchased. I think I purchased this like literally not even a month ago, maybe a few weeks ago. The one that I used on my budget page, I had that for a few months, like maybe since March or something. But anyways, that was it. And I kind of liked how this looked. Like, it's like the Jeep, everybody get in the Jeep and go to the beach, and then, you know, you have the monthly view, and then you have the 5 boxes where it looks like we went surfing for the day, and then you ended with a tropical drink, and then you have souvenirs. I kind of like the cohesive theme that was going on with that. But I'll stop talking and I will leave you off with that.